Basic transformation, translation, rotation, and scaling. Number 1. Translation, or moving objects. Translation is like moving from one place to another. Imagine you have a toy car on your table and you slide it to a new spot. In computer graphics, this is done by adding specific values to the object position. To the example, if the car is at 3 and 5, and you move it to 2 units to the right and 1 unit up, its new position is 5 and 6. For 3D example, if it's at 3, 5, and 2, and you move it to 2 units right, 1 unit up, and 3 units forward, the new position, it will become 5, 6, and 5. Scaling or resizing objects. Scaling changes the size of an object. Think of zooming in on a picture. You can make objects bigger or smaller. Example. To the example. If you have a square with a side length of 2 units and you scale it by 2, the new side length is 4 units. If you scale it by 0.5, the new side length is 1 unit. To the example. Imagine a cube. Scaling it up by 2 in all directions make it twice as big, while scaling it down by 0.5 make it half as big. Rotation. Turning. Number 3. Rotation. Rotation is like turning an object around a point. Imagine spinning a globe or steering wheel in graphics. This is often done around the center of the object or a specific axis. To the example, if you have a clock and rotate the minute hand 90 degrees, it moves pointing at 12.3. 3D example. Rotating an object like a toy helicopter around its propeller axis make it spin in the air. Combining transformation. You can combine this transformation to do or more complex things. For example, you might move translate an object to a new location, make it bigger, and then rotate it to face a different location. Formation for complex movements. Combining transformation, complex movements often require multiple transformations applied in a specific sequence. For instance, when we do a walking animation, to animate a character walking, you might translate the character forward, rotate the arms, legs, and slightly scale the torso for breathing effects. Hierarchical transformations. In complex objects like robots or human models, different parts might need independent transformations. This is where hierarchical transformation come in, where each part is transformed relative to its parent part. How to do the robot arm, the shoulder rotates, the elbow bends, the wrist rotates, and each affecting the position of the lower parts. This creates a natural and articulated movement. Character animations. For a character, the hip might move, causing the legs and upper body to follow, for make it natural and realistic, while arms and head may have their own rotations and translation. Path animation. Complex movements often allow a specific path, like a roller coaster ride or a car on track. This involves position along the path, translating the object along predefined path, which can be line, curve, or more complex trajectory. Orientation along path. The object to face the direction of the movement path, often using a technique called tangent vectors to align the object with the path direction. Number 4. Non-uniform scaling. This scaling technique can be used for effects like stretching or squashing an object, which is common in animation to exaggerate movements and create a sense of flexibility. For animation kasi, we need to exaggerate when we were animating to so the outcome will become more realistic and natural. For example, for the bouncing ball. As a ball hits the ground, it might squash, flatten, and then stretch as it bounces back, using scaling along different axes. Breathing effect. For a character or creature, scaling the chest area slightly up and down can simulate breathing. So, para magawa natin yung breathing effect, you have to focus on the chest area. We need to up and down to simulate the breathing. Shearing. Shearing transformation is slant an object, which can be used to create more abstract or stylized movements. Leaning tower effects. Shearing can make a tall structure appear to lean without actually changing its base position. Stylized animation. Characters might lean or bend in exaggerated ways to express emotion or action using shearing along different axes. Inverse kinematics. Inverse kinematics is a technique used to calculate necessary joint angles to reach a desired position, commonly used in character animations. Character reaching. If a character needs to reach out to grab an object, inverse kinematics helps determines the position and rotation of the arm joints. Leg movement. In walking animations, inverse kinematics ensures the feet land correctly on the ground. Number 7. We have morphing and blending. These techniques are used to transition smoothly between different shapes or animations. Facial expressions. Morphing can blend between different facial expressions for realistic animation. Shape shifting. A character or object can gradually change shape using morphing, like character transforming into another form. Advanced transformation. What is perspective projection? Imagine looking down a straight road. The road appears to get narrower as it stretches into the distance, and objects further away look smaller. This is what perspective projection simulates in computer graphics, making things look smaller as they get farther away from you. Number 2. The role of the camera. Think of the camera in a 3D scene like your eyes looking through a window. The way you see things through the window depends on how wide the window is, field of the view. A wide window shows more of the scene, making things look further away. The window's shape, view, prism. This is visible area through the camera. Anything outside this shape isn't visible in the final image. How perspective transformation works to create this effect. Computer use something called a perspective projection matrix, which transform 3D points into 2D points on the screen. closer objects stay bigger. Yes, in camera positioning, the more na mas malapit yung object, mas mukha itong malaki. Kaya parang tricky siya, yung isa sa mga tricks on how we can create kung paano natin papalakihin yung isang object. Maliit lang naman siya. The matrix makes object closer to the camera appear larger. Further object shrinks. So kung mas malayo siya, mas maliit siya. Kabaligtaran. Objects further away from the camera looks smaller, just in real life. Sa real life lang. Pwede natin siyang ganyan. In actual, kita natin na mas malapit sa camera, mas malaki, mas malalim. Pawala ng pawala pag mas malalim. Homogeneous coordinates. To make the math simpler, 3D coordinate x, y, and z are converted into homogeneous coordinate x, y, and z after applying the perspective transformation. The final 2D coordinates are found by dividing by w, which adjusts for depth. Perspective divide. After transforming the coordinates, we perform a perspective divide where we divided by w to scale the coordinates properly. This step ensures that things farther away appear smaller on the screen. So why perspective matters? Perspective makes scenes look realistic by mimicking how we see the world. Foreshortening. Objects closer to you look bigger, and those further away look smaller. Depth perception helps create a sense of depth so you can tell which objects are near and which are far. So mahalaga tong depth perception. Ito yung magde-determine kung objects ba ay malapit or malayo.